Okay.
We are going to use Russell Wilson's 2011 numbers when he was a Wisconsin Badger because he was the best quarterback that Wisconsin has had. We're going to compare. Here's my plan. I'm going to give you some lines, some over-unders for Jordan Love and Tanner Mordecai this season.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to start out with passing yards.
Okay.
Over under 3,399 and a half passing yards in 2023 for Jordan Love.
Oh. I'm going to go under, but just under.
Ooh. How much? Just under. Is that like 100?
I think he can break 3K.
Okay.
But I don't know if he'll get the 33.
So if it's 33.99, right? That's what the line was set at. So it's 3,400 really. 17 games, 200 yards per game.
That's a lot.
200 passing yards per game nowadays?
Well,
that's a
my
lot.
Thing is,
for Jordan Love, I feel like, yes.
Yeah,
maybe,
that's what I'm saying. My thing, and they're going to, I think that they're going to be running the ball more.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's more so the thought. Not necessarily a knock on him, but just how they're probably going to be built this year. They'll probably be running it a little more.
Good point. Good point.
Ryan, what do you think? You feel free to give your input on these numbers.
I gotta take the over, man. I mean, in today's NFL, if he starts every game, if he plays the full season, he's got to hit at least 3,500. I think at least.
Wow.
So who's my question for you then is who's the Packers 1,000-yard receiver? Because somebody's got to be 1,000 yards.
I don't know if they need it. I mean, Christian Watson could catch 800. Jaden Reed, who I think is going to be pretty good.
I think he's going to be good, too.
I think he'll get like 600 yards.
He's nice.
He was really good at Michigan State. Yeah. And then
he beat the Badgers pretty bad last year.
And then, he did. He was
sorry.
There's a big reason for that. But anyways.
I'm not wrong.
Also, I think this is going to be a big Romeo Doubs year. I could see Watson and Doubs both catching like 700-800 yards. And then the tight ends. I mean, you
tight
go
ends?
Musgrave.
What tight ends?
Musgrave and Tucker Kraft. Musgrave could be a really good player.
Didn't he just get hurt?
No. Tucker Kraft he left yesterday's practice momentarily, but came back right away.
Oh, okay.
When was the last time that the Packers had really good tight ends, though?
Jermichael
Tunyon.
Tunyon
had that one season, and that was it. And then
that
when he got
felt
hurt,
like more of like a piece of the offense more than him being that good of a player.
I can see that.
And he had Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's true.
That contributes a lot.
Hey, they're giving Tucker Kraft jet sweeps in practice. So, I mean, maybe they don't even need to get him receiving yards. Push pass. Those are like little fake passing yards. A lot of those for Jordan Love this year, I think, which is why he'll get the 3,400.
We'll see. Over under 3,175 passing yards for Badgers quarterback Tanner Mordecai.
Under.
What do you think? What numbers like in your head when you hear that?
I think it gets 2-something.
Okay.
Maybe like 27. I think. Sorry.
That was some knuckle cracking right there, Chris.
Wow. That. I think he might could get to like 27 or something like that. I just think that a few things. One, first few games of the season, I'm not going to say they're going to struggle, but it's not going to be as efficient as you would hope it to be. Just because it's a new scheme. He's playing with new guys that you're trying to learn. You can try to learn as much as you can about them from spring and fall camp, but you have no idea how that's going to play out in the season. And then what happens if Braylon and Chaz just get hot a few games? Like, I think that's still very real.
So just for reference, you said 2,700 yards for Tanner Mordecai.
Something like that, probably.
Graham Mertz had 2,136 yards last year.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I don't know. Because what's the number? 31?
3175.
3175. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I think he might get like 28.
Oh, now you just bumped it up. Okay.
28.
Did hearing Graham Mertz's number from last year make you change your mind?
Not necessarily, just because like I don't know. I don't know. I gotta see this. Me personally, I gotta see this offense.
Okay.
I gotta see it. Like, it sounds good on paper. Everything sounds good on paper. Oh, the spread offense, all of that sounds good on paper. But then at the same time, like, a big thing that a lot of spread offenses have, like all throughout the country, is a true dual threat quarterback. So that's an aspect that you have to think about on defense. And then, like, we got to see if these receivers can you take this 5-yard hitch to the house? Like, can you actually do that in a real game? You know, clips from practice are cool, but like, we got to see you do this in the real game.
I feel like there's a lot of similarities between the Packers and the Badgers this season.
Yeah, just uncertain.
Yeah.
You just don't know yet.
Absolutely. Next one here, over under 21.5 touchdowns on the season for Jordan Love.
I'll take the over. 21.5.
17 games.
Yeah, I'll take the over.
I would hope more.
Yeah, I think the only way it doesn't.
You hope that it's
Only way it doesn't happen is if he gets benched. I think that's or injured, obviously.
That's true.
Like those are the two
That's true.
caveats always.
All right, how about 33 touchdowns for Tanner Mordecai? Again, we are comparing these numbers to Russell Wilson's 2011 numbers when he was Wisconsin Badger. Like, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
33 is
How
a
many
lot.
games is there? 12?
12 regular seasons. So, I mean, I assume these numbers would be included if they went to a Big Ten championship game as
Probably,
well as a bowl
yes.
game, too, right?
Yeah.
I would think.
Okay.
Well, maybe
I
not the bowl
guess.
game. I would say the Big Ten championship game is included. How
So
about
basically out of 13 games,
out of 13 games, assuming they make it there? Yeah.
33.
33
I'm
divided.
still going to take the under.
That's 2.5 touchdowns per game.
Yeah, I'm still going to take the under. Just because, like, you know, when you get into those, when we play those November games and we need to run the ball, I don't think he's going to have that many passing touchdowns that week.
Yeah.
Or, like, the only thing that, like, kind of skews these numbers is, like, which I feel like, I don't feel like it should count for the quarterback. It's like a screen pass getting taken to the house. Like, I feel like that should not count for you at all. Like, I feel like it should only go down as a receiving touchdown for whoever caught that ball and scored. But
Should go to the offensive lineman, too, for getting
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
honestly.
So I don't. That's where these numbers can get funky. But yeah, I think factoring in those later months where we need to run the ball a little more. Not saying that he doesn't get the yards or like moving us efficiently, but maybe we just run it in.
Last one here, Chris. I think this is the most interesting one for both teams. Over
Rushing?
under 15. What were you going to say?
Is it rushing yards?
Nope. Over under 15 interceptions
Ooh.
for Jordan Love.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Make us.
I might take the over.
What?
Oh.
So you're telling me yesterday and today you're all like, Packers fans should feel positive. We should all feel great about where we're at, but yet we should feel positive with Jordan Love getting over 15 interceptions?
He's gonna have some struggles. There's gonna be a couple of games where it's like, there's probably gonna be a couple of multi-interception games. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna win the game. At the end of the day, we need you to win the game. But like, I don't know. I don't know. The only reason I'm saying it could be under if they truly like run the ball a little more and try to protect them. But at some point in every game, there's going to be a situation where it's like, we need you to push the ball downfield. We need you to convert this 3rd and 12 or whatever. And like usually in those situations, I'm not saying that he's going to force something, but like usually your first year starter, you're going to force a couple. Like maybe something that you could fit in practice, you can't necessarily fit in the game. So he's going to have to like learn through some of that stuff.
Right. You know what's crazy too is Aaron Rodgers had 12 interceptions last year, and this puts it really in perspective that felt like a lot of interceptions.
I think that was only his second time ever double-digit interceptions in a season.
Yeah. So like when you're saying over 15, and I even see the number 15, that makes me very nervous. But last one real quick here. Over under 4 interceptions for Tanner Mordecai.
Over.
How many?
I don't know how many, but I want to say hasn't every year he's thrown double-digit picks? Or no,
believe he
every
threw,
game
like-
they lost, he's thrown multiple picks.
I believe when he was at SMU.
Yeah, at
yes.
SMU, every
Yeah.
game they lost, he's thrown like 3 picks.
Yeah, because he threw 76 touchdowns over the past 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But I think he also had 11 picks and 12 in the past 2 seasons.
And also, like, people aren't going to want to hear this, but like, that's what comes with the new style offense. Like, it's literally like, I'm going to keep comparing it to this. It's just like the shooting a 3 in the NBA. You're going to live and die by the 3. Sometimes it's falling, and sometimes it's not. So that's going to be a big tell. Like in those November games that I'm talking about, like that ball, when you put that ball in the air, it's going to take a flight of its own a couple of times.
Yeah.
So
Probably be nice to have those bruisers in the backfield.
yeah, not necessarily like
Bruisers in the backfield.
Bruisers in the backfield, yeah. Braylon Allen, Ches Malusi.
but like when you
Combined
say
460 pounds, right? It's between the two, probably. 450?
Wonder what their
something like
squats
that,
at.
probably.
I don't know, Chris, finish what you were going to say.
But when I say this, it's not necessarily like a knock on him. It's more so just like, these are just the risks that come with this scheme. Like, this is what comes with it. to be honest, and people need to be prepared for that.
This is Rutledge.